Hello, this is David Odom with Student Ministry Tech Tips. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to create a real-time poll like this one that enables students to vote using their cell phones. This is live polling via text message using a free service called polleverywhere.com. Responses are displayed in real time on this PowerPoint slide. Polls like this can be used to get students' attention and motivate them to learn. Statistics indicate that more than 75% of teenagers in the U.S. own a cell phone, and research shows that students are more motivated to participate in activities that involve using tools like cell phones that they are already familiar with. So using cell phones with your youth group can be a great way to engage students. The first thing you need to do is go to polleverywhere.com. To use this service free of charge for up to 40 student responses, you can just click Create a Poll. You don't have to sign in or anything. However, if you want to keep track of your various polls, you'll need to create a free account. In addition, if you have more than 40 students in your group that will be texting in responses, you'll need to upgrade to one of the pay options. They're pretty affordable. But if your group is around 60 or so, you might assume that only about 40 of those will have a cell phone and use it in the poll, and so you'd be fine just using the free service. There are some advanced features available to paying users, and I'll discuss some of those benefits in a later tech tip. So once you click the Create Your First Poll button, you're presented with this screen that outlines the various plans, and you can see how much each costs: $15 a month for 50 students, $65 a month bumps you all the way up to 250 responses per poll. So you get an idea of the cost of each of the various plans. But if you simply move to the top left of the screen under Polls, you'll be brought to a place where you can create your next poll. You can see I've got a number of polls on my free account that I've listed right here. But you'll click Create a New Poll. So once you click the Create a Poll button, you are presented with this pop-up screen that invites you to write a question. I'm doing a Bible study on trusting God. I found this movie quote from a movie trivia website, and I want to get students thinking about trust, so I want to use it as part of an opening activity. So the first part of my question is, which of the following movies contains the line? Now I'm going to have to stop right here, and I'm going to hit the Enter key because Poll Everywhere is going to just simply recognize that this is a ending of a sentence, and it's going to help me begin right now setting up my multiple choice poll. But the rest of my question is, which of the following movies contains the line, "I trust everyone, it's the devil inside I don't trust"? All right, I put the possible responses here. So I'm going to list 2 movies that are incorrect, and I'm going to also include, of course, the correct response. You can hit the Tab key to go to the next option. When you're happy with your responses, then you can simply click Continue. Here you are presented with your poll. On this screen, you can see several things. First of all, you can see that your poll is live. Here is where you would stop your poll so that no more responses are recorded. If this is your first time using Poll Everywhere, you might want to test it out by texting in a response right now. You do this by sending a text message to 22333. This may seem like an odd phone number because it doesn't contain the normal 7 or 9-digit numbers. But this is a common 5-number sequence for texting services like Poll Everywhere. And this number remains constant for Poll Everywhere, so you might want to add this number to your cell phone contacts list. In the message portion, you want to type in one of these numbers corresponding to the answer you choose. When I hit send, it only takes a few seconds for my response to register. So I can see that my poll is working. Now I want to clear the results so that it will be set up for my students to respond. I also want to make some changes to the poll, so I want to click Edit. This screen lets me make additional changes to the poll. I can change the question or correct spelling errors. If I was using a paid plan, I could select one of the key words to replace the numbers used in the text message. For instance, for choice 1, I might type the word Superman. If the word Superman is not being used in someone else's poll, then Superman would be available for me to use here. That way, students could vote simply by typing the word Superman in the text message instead of using the numbers. But I'm using the free version, so that option is not available. I do want to add a response choice to my poll, so I'm going to click on this button, Add an Option. Now I can add another movie title. Then click Save Poll. If you move your cursor over the top right portion of the poll, these options appear. The first is Visual Settings. It opens this window. Here you have options to change the look of the chart. Here's a nice one. I can also change the color of the text here. And I can upload a background image. I can also change the look of the instructions. This tab lets you change the type of chart. Choose either bar or column display. You can also change the color. Click the red X to close the window. Another option you can choose is to limit or change the type of ways students can respond. Poll Everywhere allows responses from cell phone text, website, or Twitter. But I just want students to respond using cell phones, so I'm going to uncheck these options. Notice that the unchecked options disappear from the chart. It's a cleaner look, and we're left only with the option to text in a code to 22333. I'm happy with this poll, and I'm ready to use it. So now I have a few options on using the poll. If I want to display the results from a web browser like this, I can just click full screen from here. But I want to download a PowerPoint slide. You can choose which version of PowerPoint you have. Downloading the slide enables you to save the PowerPoint slide and load it onto another computer or add it into an existing PowerPoint presentation. Click on this link to download the slide. Another window pops up that allows you to open the slide or save the file. Then click OK. Once the file is downloaded, you can open it. But instead of just one slide, you actually get 7 slides. You'll see them listed down here. Your poll is in the final slide. Now I can use the PowerPoint slide as it is or copy the slides into another presentation. In this case, I want to copy the slides into a presentation I've created for my Bible study. So when the new slides are imported, I have a slide that shows students how to respond. The next slide is the poll, and then the final slide shows the answer to the question. As students vote, their responses are displayed live in real time. After students respond, I have set up the next slide to show the correct answer. Well, that's it. Live text message polling using Poll Everywhere. That'll do it for this edition of Student Ministry Tech Tips. This is David Odom. Thank you for watching.